伊達騒動と言われる事件が起こりました。伊達亜紀という立派な家臣が切り殺されました。猫は主人が殺されたのを悲しんでか、そのそばを離れなかったので、家来が切り捨てたところ、夜な夜な猫の亡霊が現れるようになりました。そこで庭に捨てた猫の死骸をこの寺に手厚く葬り、
いろいろなご利益があると伝えられてい
猫の
ます。
亡霊もいなくなり、
この輝きを浴びると魔除けになると言われ、その鳴き声は長寿延命の声と言われています。
多くの猫の亡霊が漂っていると言われています。皆様に
その他にも家内の安全、不病を
ご来場いただきまして誠にありがとうございます。それではただいまより上演いたします。最後までごゆっくりご観覧くださいませ。
Hello, my wonderful, wonderful people, and welcome back. So, even though I'm planning on doing a talking vlog about the whole Hokkaido trip, with the highlights, where I went to, what I would like recommend, and things like that, I wanted to talk to you about this place, the Ninja Village, or as it really called, I think it's called Date Jidaimura. That's what's on my little like park information. It looks beat up, but that's because it got wet. Because as you can tell from the footage, it was raining that day. So I went to Noberibetsu twice. The first time I did what most people do. I went up the mountain and went to the hot spring area. I didn't go to any hot springs, but I walked around in nature and saw where the water is coming from. And I thought it was beautiful, and I hope you enjoyed that vlog. Now, the next day I decided to go to this theme park, I think we could call it. In a way, it's a theme park, it's a historic village that was built. So it's not like this place was there, but they built it especially for people to go there and to experience this time period, which is, I will look it up, the Edo period. So this town is supposed to represent the Edo period. As most of the times, I started my whole day at around 10 or 11. So that's around the time when I left the house. It's not when I woke up, but it's when I left the house, got to the train station, took my train with my little JR pass to Noberibetsu, then took the bus up to the village and started my exploring, which was then around like 1 p.m. And here's the first thing I want to tell you. You should come earlier. The village itself is not huge, so I think if you just look at everything and take your time, maybe it'll take 2 hours? Maybe. But it's not only the village that is like the focus point on going there, but it's also the entertainment that is there. And yeah, you have seen like a tiny bit of what you can see there. So overall, there are, let me show. So overall, there are 4 different kinds of things you can see. There's like a ninja show, there's the Oiran show, the Nyan Mage comedy, and there's like outdoor activities where you can throw like throwing stars, or depending on the weather and the time, like the season, there's different like outdoor things you can see or do. Each of these shows have like a different like time frame. So most of them are around 30 minutes, a little bit under 30 minutes, so around that time. So you will need at least like 1.5 hours to watch all of these shows. I was able to see 2. One of them you have seen, which was the Oiran show, which was so much fun. Really, it was so much fun. And the second one I've seen was the Nyan Mage comedy. Yes, I know what you're thinking. They are in Japanese. So the comedy and the ninja shows. So the comedy definitely was only in Japanese. It was a play. It was a theater play. But because you get these sheets of paper that tell you the story, and because these stories are made for children as well, so in the comedy there were like a lot of small children with me in the theater, it is easy to follow and it's fine. And I mean, there's slapstick in it, and you can tell from what the actors are doing what is happening, and you can laugh anyway. So as far as I've understood the ninja show is similar. So you get like the overall story about what will happen, and then you just have action instead of comedy, like I did with the Nyan Mage show. Now, the one you've seen is definitely different because yes, that's comedy, and yes, that's also, it has like audience participation because the man on stage was part of the audience. He was not an actor. And as you could tell, the storyteller, I think we could call them, they try to talk to you. So beforehand they ask you, where are you from? And in this case, the main audience was Korean. Also the man on stage was Korean. There were some people from Singapore and Japanese people, and there was me. And so they, because I don't know what the character is, from the hairstyle I would say the actress was supposed to be a man, but I don't know. So let's call them they. So the storyteller, they explain things in all of these languages. Of course, in Japanese it was kind of the longest, and when they started to explain it in Korean, they went poof, 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 and then they did it in English, for me, for example, and they just went, tea, good, drink, okay? Kind of like that. And it was a lot of fun because they were interacting with the audience. And because in my case, this Korean travel group was made up of a lot of middle-aged people and even a little bit older, like middle-aged people and their parents. But they kind of pushed the man to do it, but he had fun doing it. And they were so wonderful. They played with the narrator, and everyone was having fun, and people were like talking to them, and it was not like one-sided play. It was like a whole... it was really, really entertaining, and it was a lot of fun. So I'm really glad that I was allowed to film. I could have filmed the whole thing, but I think... why? I think it's supposed to be like a teeny tiny bite for you to see and to decide when you come here to go there for yourself. Other than that, there's quite a few things you can do. I think you could have like shot a bow and arrow, you could have painted something, like things that are kind of part of that time period. I think you could also rent a kimono to walk around, or rent a ninja outfit to walk around in. But because it was raining, no one did that. I think, I'm not even sure if you could at that point, because these costumes probably should not get wet, because they might get ruined more easily when it's raining. So yeah, other than that, you have seen the buildings. You might even know more about the time period than I do. But it was a lot of fun, and I think it's worth going there. So should you be in the area and maybe stay in Noberibetsu for more than one day, or take the JR pass and go back and forth twice like I did, I think you should go and visit. As I said, it was a lot of fun. And the entrance ticket was 3,300 yen, which is around 27 euros. So for all of these shows you get, I think it's totally fine. As I said, the village itself is not that big, so if it would be just the village, I think I would have been disappointed. But because you can see all of these shows, I think it's worth it. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed this one. I really had to tell you at least a little bit about what you've just seen, because it might not have been self-explanatory, and I didn't want to put all the subtitles in, like, oh, here's this and that, oh, here's that. So yeah, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm talking to you right now. And yeah, that's it for this one. You will get one more from Hokkaido, and like the little wrap up about Hokkaido, and then I'll be in Tokyo. So until then, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. And if you don't want to miss anything, especially the Tokyo explorations, click the little bell so you will get reminded that there's a new video. Also, you might have noticed that there are walking videos now, because I realized that sometimes when I walk around in nature, I film a lot more than I should be using, because we don't need a 20-minute vlog where there's like almost 18 minutes of just walking, or like over 20-minute vlog. So I use less footage from the walking, but I do special walking vlogs, so you can enjoy them. There's no talking, there's no music, it's just a little bit relaxing, and I can film more and for a longer period of time. So yeah. And I think that's it. Okay, now I'm off. I'll see you in the next one. Stay healthy, and yeah, bye!